In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us predict direction bias of the market and where are the high probability setups on the chart where we can enter. So number one, everything starts with the market structure analysis. I need to understand what's the market context. This is the step number one. And identifying the context right now is very simple. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. This black line is dividing yesterday's session from today's session. So we started pretty much with series of high highs and high lows. So we have bullish uptrend working higher. So this is the step number one. Number two, I have to identify the key entry points. I'm looking for the channel. You can see how nicely the channel fits because I'm going to use market geometry to connect all of these pivot swings, and I can get a nice trend line. I'm going to copy it at the top. So we know that the market is bullish, which means we're not expecting to sell. We're expecting for prices to continue going high. However, I cannot really go long just yet this far from the key entry point and the EMA. I want to see prices pulling back. This is where I'm going to start considering buying, where the correction phase will end and the brand new push phase is about to start. So let's see what's going to happen. Market is correcting, and while I'm looking for the correction to finish at the key entry point, I'm using the counting technique to count for high probability setups. So this right here is the highest high where I'm going to reset the count. So you have the highest high, and I'm looking for breaks above bars highs. And we have three matching highs, but there is not a single break above. So visually it looks like a first attempt to go long, pull back, second entry long, but technically it is just a first entry long right here. We triggered higher. Now I also have to redraw short-term downtrend working lower, so I cannot go long just yet. Okay, this is just a first entry long, and I have a short-term downtrend in play. I need to respect the corrections as well, especially right now when the trend is quite weak. So yeah, first entry long, let's see what's gonna happen. Now we actually have new high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long right here, because the first entry long was stopped, and the secondary bar right now had a break above its high. This is the second entry long. Of course, we cannot go long above this bearish doji below EMA, but the double bar entry, the secondary bar closing above EMA, is convincing. So this is very tempting setup. This is a second entry long, second attempt, and this is the high probability setup if it is at the key entry point. Problem is the downtrend doesn't have convincing breaking extreme. We mainly form below EMA. So in a situation like this, when I can see some conflicting variables, the fact that we broke below EMA and the fact that the downtrend doesn't have a clear breaking extreme, I'm thinking about confirmation setup. I want to see prices pushing above EMA, staying above EMA. I want to see confirmation setup. We're correcting, and now there's going to be break above this bar. We're going to have a high-low confirmation setup. Why is this high-low? Well, because I'm going to use the low of this pullback. This is the correction, and I'm going to use the lowest low to count for short entries. Okay, so I can count for long entries off the highs, but I can also count for short entries off the lows. So I can gain additional way to enter because I'm looking for these short entries to fail. So we have a new low, and I'm looking for breaks below bars lows. So we have a new low, no break here. Here we have first entry short, and there's going to be a break above this bar. After first entry short is going to be a failure, the high low. But look at the tail, it's great, but the body is so far from the EMA. We're buying quite at the top of the move. The body is not ideal. Context wise, this is a great setup, but it didn't form great locally. There's a massive gap between the body and the EMA. The signal bar is not perfect. So can we get some failed second entry short? Once again, new low, first entry short, failed. Second entry short, we got a break below this bar. It's gonna fail right here, but we didn't trigger below. There's some tail at the top. So another scenario where the context is good for me to go long, but these setups didn't really form that great locally. This high low can be considered by more aggressive trader, but this felt second entry short. At least we triggered below this bar, but we have a tail at the top, not the greatest. But context wise, we expect new high to be tested. This is why we're counting for these long entries, because this uptrend needs to get new high tested following the trend line rule. So market keeps pushing higher, and our uptrend has a break and push to new high. So this is what we have to do as price action traders. We identify the context, which is bullish. We identify the key entry point because it gives us direction. We expect prices to continue creating new high. And then we just have to identify the correct pattern, the right setup, so we can take advantage of this context. We need to get the new extreme. So these are decent setups. They didn't form the gray locally, but this is what you need to expect. This is what you're looking for, because next time you're going to trade a scenario like this, you're going to have better signal bar and you need to be able to take advantage of such a strong context. So now after breaking extreme, trendline rule says that we can have correction reversal. So I'm going to pause looking to go long, but notice what is happening. We can't even break below EMA. There is no correction because market keeps pushing higher. So once I see this, I have to reassess. This is telling me that the uptrend is not over. After breaking new high, I see the prices keep working higher, and keep working higher. The bullish momentum is still present in the market. The buyers are not done. We can't even break below EMA. You can see how nice the prices are above EMA. So let's see if I'm going to draw why the channel. And why the channel actually fits really well. You can see it visually looks still like part of one move because we are struggling to break below the EMA. So this is why I'm allowed to widen the channel now. Because after breaking new high, we keep working higher, we keep working higher, we keep working higher. We can't break below EMA. So this is a good sign that the wider channel is valid and the trend is stronger than initially expected. So you can see how following the trendline rule, you're always on the right side of the market. Here, you're following the short-term channel when the uptrend is just beginning and the uptrend evolved. So now we're going to look for a wider channel. So prices keep working higher. You can see how far you're going. There is no denying that this uptrend is valid. So I want to see the same thing that happened here. I want to see prices pulling back to the key entry point, and I want to see either second entry long, high low, or fell second entry short. Okay, I got the context, I got the key entry point. Now I just want to identify the correct pattern. I cannot tell. They may create these short attempts, reversal attempts, tempting. That's how trading market is designed, but you cannot get lulled going short here. Okay, it is tempting, but you're gonna get trapped. You're gonna make the most money if you follow the trend and you stay with the direction of the main bias. So always follow the trend. Don't try to trade against the trend. You can see maybe you can get small scalp, but why risk it where prices instantly reverse back up? Market is correcting, and now we have new high again. So I'm using the same counting technique because I want to see the hypothesis up. So you have new high, no break here, first entry long. So you have first entry long only. So I can mark this as a first entry long. I'm going to reset the count again because every single time we break the latest highest high that I used to count them, I need to reset the count again. Okay, I need to reset the count again because I want to have a new opportunity to enter. Okay, because this correction ended once we broke above the previous high. So correction ended. Correction is correcting. We have a second entry long, tempting setup, but the downtrend is still in play. We're not full at the EMA. Now, when the trend is strong, we're gonna be forced to take more aggressive setups. Okay, you're gonna have to bend the rules a little bit because when the uptrend gets really, really strong, that's how you know that you're not gonna get many opportunities to buy textbook setup. But this is still a little bit too aggressive. Not full at the EMA, downtrend possibly in play, but trend is this strong and market keeps going higher. So once you can see first entry longs working, once you can see sketchy setups far from the EMA working, small bars continuously gradually working higher, this is a very strong uptrend. It doesn't seem that way. Healthy angle, this is the strongest type of the uptrend. Okay, as a beginner trader, you may think that steep violent spikes, big bars, that's a sign of strong uptrend. It is a sign of a strong momentum short term. But this is prolonged, healthy version of the uptrend where you can almost buy any pullback at the key entry point. So prices are correcting, new high, first entry long. So we have a bunch of first entries. This is not overshoot, it's so tiny. I'm gonna keep the channel still in play because it's a very strong uptrend. You have a new high, first entry long, pullback, and now we have big bullish bar, second entry long. And now we have, once again, micro downtrend in play, but we can risk this setup because the trend got stronger. It's sort of like a repeat pattern what happened here, and now you're finally at the EMA. You know, like we talked about, in a strong uptrend, you're going to have to break the rules just a little bit. So this is a decent setup to consider if you're a more advanced trader. If you're a beginner trader, it's not the easiest trade to take because you want the high low, but that's how we need to trade these strong trends. So new high, I'm going to reset the count again. And you can see there's a break above this doji. So there is first entry long, failed, no break here, no break here, no break here. And there's going to be a break above this bullish bar. This is going to be the signal bar, and you're going to enter once there's a break above this bullish bar. The stop loss goes one tick below the signal bar, because in case you're wrong, you don't want to argue with the market. You don't want to argue with the market. You're going to take the hit and you're going to re-enter. Why move your stop loss and risk giving back all your winning trades? So this is the entry bar, but you don't need to wait for this entry bar to finish. This is important. You cannot enter here. It's too late. This is the signal bar. Once there's a break above the signal bar, you enter at the signal bar. Okay, you cannot wait for the entry bar, this one, the second bar, to finish. It's too late. The scalp was made. Prices create quick, easy scalps. So it's the second entry long at the key entry point. And I'm going to move these right here, because you can see context is bullish, key entry point is drawn, and the pattern is a second entry long high probability setup. Now I'm thinking about high-low confirmation setup, because I don't have to reset the count, because this high is one tick lower than this. So this still would be a high-low to this second entry long. Can I get a high-low confirmation setup? Actually, no high-low yet. Now we have a high-low confirmation setup. And lo and behold, it's confirming our key entry point. I'm going to zoom out so you can see we've identified this key entry point 2 hours ago, connecting the swings market geometry, and prices the whole time were getting rejected at EMA, but now finally we are getting some reaction off the key entry point. One leg down, second leg down. I was getting ready to go long here, but I don't like inside bars. You can see no break below. This bullish bar is inside the previous bar. Now the context is very, very strong, yes, but it's an inside bar. You can see you're at the EMA, you're at the key entry point, visual to get pulled back, you're gonna go higher, trend is very strong, but it is an inside bar, so I'm gonna mark it more aggressive. If this was not inside bar, you have to buy here. Okay, 2 legs down, this is where the correction phase will end. At the key entry point is where all the traders are buying. You can see market geometry is real. You don't need any other indicator. No stochastic, Wyckoff, RSI, volume profile. Just by following these candles and drawing important key levels, you can predict where exactly the market is going to go and where we can enter. So great context. If this is not an inside bar, market's going higher. We have sort of like another mini high low, but at this point, it's getting too wedged. You know, even though the sellers are probably going to get trapped, you can see the momentum working higher. The momentum working higher means that all of these sellers that are selling here, picking top here, picking top here, picking top here. Look at this, one top, double top, triple top. So they're thinking, okay, this is the triple top. They're pattern traders. It's not about a pattern. It's about understanding the context. The context is extremely bullish. We're not even thinking about selling. The only scenario where you take a short setup into consideration is you want to take the other side of the short setup. You want to take this other side of their orders, because the beginner traders, the weak traders, they're trying to reverse the trend, because strong trends are designed to make it look like it's about to roll over and tilt any minute. They're designed to look like we're overdue for reversal. So these top pickers, they're piling in, they're selling, and this momentum working higher, they were all forced to exit. It took them out before the market corrected. So now we have a break of the trend line. So you may think, okay, this trend line break is indicating reversal, right? The uptrend, the party is over. No. Trend line rule says, just like we did at the very beginning of the session, trend line rule says that after break, there is likely to be a retest of the new high. You want to see a high that is higher than this latest highest high prior to break. So we're going to take a look at the highest high inside the channel prior to break. We broke here. So the highest high inside the channel is this. So I want to see high outside the channel after break that is higher than this. So nothing is changing. The uptrend is still in play. We have a new high, first entry long, second entry long. We have a second entry long, and this right here is also EMA gap bar. So EMA gap bar is more advanced way how to read the chart. This means this is the first bar that we closed fully below EMA since the uptrend started. Yes, you got some tiny break here, but this is so insignificant. So you can see EMA held strongly, and this is finally the full bar, the gap below the EMA, and this gives the momentum because the prices are about to go higher. You can combine the new high with the EMA gap bar, and this is interesting. We have another high low, downtrend working lower, second entry long, and this high low is confirming this second entry long EMA gap bar. Now normally you don't want to take it because you want to see that push above EMA. So in a situation like this, I would need to reset the count at the lowest of the correction. I want to see first entry short pullback, second entry short failure above the EMA. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something to happen here. First entry short, second entry short failure. This is what I would like to see above EMA. So I know truly that the downtrend played out. We're about to test the new high. But because this is extremely strong uptrend, downtrend played out, aggressive trader, advanced trader can take advantage of this high-low EMA gap bar, because once you have experience, you know you're most likely gonna continue working hard because the trend is this strong. If you're an average trader, you want to wait for push above EMA like this and the failed second entry short, which technically I have failed second entry short here, new low, first break here, pull back, pull back, pull back, and now you have a second entry short below this bar, new low, first entry short, pull back, no break below, no break below, break below this bar. So there's a mini, it's kind of hidden, it's hard to see, but there is mini second entry short failure. But of course it's so far from the EMA we cannot take it. Uptrend created break and push to a new extreme. So trend line will play out. So I'm gonna pause, looking to go long. Of course I cannot reverse the market, I would need to reverse the pattern minimum. Market keeps going higher and we keep going higher. Now since this is a holiday trading session and market is going to close early, I'm not going to draw any wider channel, but normally you would look back and once again ask yourself a question. Well, after breaking new high, we keep going higher, we keep going higher. I would have to use market geometry and redraw some bigger channel again because trend is this strong. But because market closed, we just have a break and a new high. So today was a great session to practice basic price action rules, identifying the context, key entry point, counting the entries. There weren't that many setups, but that's because we only have half trading day. So we had small uptrend with the breaking new high. It's a shame these setups at the beginning of the session didn't form better because these are textbook setups. But this is as perfect price action as it gets. You understand exactly where the market's gonna go, where you want to go long, what's gonna happen. So just make sure you follow the trend and never concentrate trade. Because if you look back, you can see if you can buy any first entry long, it still would have ended up working. But these short setups are simply way too aggressive. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day, and I'm gonna talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.